I had a lot of people ask me to go into depth about high yield savings accounts, which ones I use, what does it really entail. So let's get into it. A high yield savings account is essentially just like a regular savings account, except you get more back because they have a higher interest rate. What does that mean? The interest rates with high yield savings account are usually like 3, 4, 5% compared to a regular savings account. The interest rate is usually like 0.01%. If I were to put $10,000 into my regular Chase savings account, didn't take anything away, didn't add anything, and I just let $10,000 sit there for 1 year, I would come back to that account and I would have made $1. If I were to take $10,000 and put it in my high yield savings account, that would have made $325. You see the difference? So considering all I did was move my money from one account to the other, and I made significantly more, there's no reason why we're not all using high yield savings accounts. There are 2 downsides. One of them I don't really think is much of a downside, but one is that you are not able to move your money as fast as you would with a regular savings account. It usually takes a day, maybe like 1 to 3 days for the money to move. But honestly, I think that's a good thing, especially if you are a person that has bad spending habits and you make impulse purchases. I think that it really forces you to sit and wait and think about whether or not it's worth spending that money, because you're not going to get it now anyway. The other downside is that you have to pay taxes if you get more than $10 in interest, but personally I feel like it's still worth it. There was a creator I seen on TikTok a while ago. She basically has $20K sitting in her high yield savings account as her emergency savings. She gets over $100 back every month because of the interest. She uses that $100 to pay off her student loan debt. Instead of her having to take $100 out of her own pocket, she's just taking the $100 that she's getting back anyway. So I feel like, considering that's making her life convenient for a whole year, the fact that it's being taxed later down the line, the good outweighs the bad for me. When you're opening an HYSA, I would just say to make sure that it's FDIC insured. In the event that there's some type of like market crash or something, you want to make sure at least a good chunk of it is covered, and make sure there's no excessive fees or any fees to like maintain the account. I have an Ally high yield savings account and I have a Discover. The Ally is the one that I said I have different categories, so I'm able to label things based off of what I'm saving for. I like to see how much money I have for specific things, opposed to having it lumped up in one account. And then I have my Discover for my main savings. I think both accounts are very user-friendly, very easy to navigate. For my Ally and my Discover, I didn't need any minimum. I only put $25 in it just to start. If I do get a fee, it's probably going to be after I made too many withdrawals, and I never do. I have mine also on recurring transfers. I feel like that's very important when it comes to saving. Some other high yield savings, just to name a few, there's Barclays, there's Marcus, Ally, Discover, I think American Express has one, Charles Schwab, Goldman Sachs. There's a lot, just look it up. HYSA, high yield savings account, is really not much to it. It's a savings account but better. Hopefully y'all find one that y'all like. Hope you guys like the video.